We go now to New York, where Stormy Daniels is on the stand right now testifying in the hush money case against former President Donald Trump. NBC's Alice Barr has details on the testimony. She joins us live now from Washington. Alice, let's start with the first question. What did today's testimony in particularly focus on?
Well, Laura, this has certainly been the name that has been uttered many, many times throughout this trial, and now we saw and heard today from Stormy Daniels. She's, of course, the former adult film star who claims that she had an affair with former President Trump, and the prosecution's entire case centers on charges that former President Trump falsified business records in order to cover up this alleged affair, a hush money payment to Stormy Daniels. He denies having an affair with Stormy Daniels. He denies all of the allegations, but that's what it's at the heart of this. And the prosecution claims that that was done in order to keep this information from the public just 2 weeks before the 2016 election. And the prosecution claims that was election interference. So Stormy Daniels today has been talking about, first of all, the some of the details of the alleged sexual encounter, and then going through the details of this payment that she says was made to her. And what we've heard from the Trump team is that there was too much detail there as far as what happened in that sexual encounter, and the judge really tried to rein her in to not talk about that in too much detail.
My other question for you is, how did Trump react to that testimony?
So as I just noted, the defense team really had issues with how much Stormy Daniels said about this alleged affair, so much so that they called for a mistrial and claimed that the jury has now heard information that is just too prejudicial against the defendant, against former President Trump, and there's no way to unring this bell. The judge said no to that, but they're clearly trying to lay the framework to potentially challenge any guilty plea or any guilty ruling that we could eventually see in this case.
All right, Alice Barr live for us in Washington with that story. Alice, thank you.